Okay, I'm assuming I have sound. Okay, so this will be the screen that, let me get out of that will show when you log in. So when you log in, if you haven't done anything with your default list, you're going to see participants current, and you'll see registration type is participant, profile status is passed. So we got about 500 participants in here, probably about most of which are campers or applicants. So the first thing you want to do is narrow this down to your camper application. So we're going to do campers by branch. We're going to go ahead and we're going to say that we want Alhambra, San Gabriel. So that gives us this long list. Wow, you got a lot of them in there. And so then the second thing that that's because there's North Peninsulas in there. I didn't want to do that. I want to backspace and then pick you. Okay, you still have, all right, you got 12, 13. So what I did last night with Roseanne is I went ahead and I created a new tag for you called North and South, so you don't have to go in and try and figure out what school they go to or all of that. But in any case, so the way that you would find that is you would go at and condition, and you would go down to I added it at the end, ASG campers, so Alhambra San Gabriel campers, and I added a category of North and South. So you can pick in your case, you would want to pick South, and then you would say, so there's all your girls. We went in and we tagged your girls as we saw them. If you think some of them are not your girls, you need to let me know. But then once you've done that, then you can say save the list. You save the list as a Alhambra Girls South, right? And I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. It's going to show up in the main list so that you don't have to recreate it yourself. But this is share this list with other providers. And so this should be available to you in the share dropdown. I'll show you where that is in a second. So this is now saved ASG South. And if Roseanne wanted to come in and use it for ASG North, all she would have to do, I'll show you what she would have to do. Let's see. So it didn't create it yet. It created it, but it didn't put it in the default drop-down yet. So I need to finish doing that, pick it. So there's a shared ASG South. I go ahead and pick it. Your girls are going, well, let me pick another one so you can see that it's different. All right, so here's a branch coordinator list. You saw that pop in. Now we're going to go back and I'm going to pick ASG South. So it's all the stuff. And then Roseanne, if she wanted to do it, she could just go in and go North. And that shows her girls. And this will automatically pick up any other girls that come in that I've tagged with either North or South. So you shouldn't have to do too much other than look at this list, and this will tell you what girls you have. So let's go back to you. South. So you've got a couple girls. You got one that's 100% here. Let's say they're all 100% for lack of whatever. You got these girls or any select ones. So if you just want to send these 3 girls, you select them. You select the 3 girls or whatever the ones are that are the ones that you want to share. And then what you're going to do is build a report. And so you've got the report is going to go off whatever you picked. So you actually have to do the selecting in order for the report to do it. If you notice on the bottom here, it says 3 selected, 8 profiles, 3 selected. So I created a couple templates. One is just camper details. One is camper application details. And these are most of the important things that need to be in applications. If you decide that you think there needs to be more, and then whatever's in here, then let me know and I can add more features to the template, or you can start building your own. So these are all the details. That there's 22 fields from the parent authorizations and 32 fields from the camper application. It's going to list every form that we have available, both now and in the post-selection phase, so in the registration phase. You can go through and you have to actually look at these to see what this, if you hover over it, you can see that's the applicant email, that's the second email, that's the camper cell phone, etc. So you can hover over these to see what's the information that is shown. And you can pick or unpick what you want to show on your report. So once you do that, once you create that, then you have to go down and decide what's your format. Your format is probably, if you're going to send it to your folks, you want to do PDF. So that's right here. If you pick individual PDF, what it's going to do is it's going to take each of those 3 girls and it's going to show you her entire application as a standalone document. So you'll have 3 standalone documents and then they will be zipped together. That's what individual means. So you'll have individual files zipped together in a folder for you that you could then send that zip file to the rest of your members. Or you can pick combined, which is one single file that has all 3 girls' information in order. So whatever the alpha order is that it prints, that's the order that you're going to see them in the file. You can, I don't know what condensed is. I assume it has to do with keeping out maybe some of the questions or some of that information. I didn't look at it closely. But once you select which one you want, so now we've got camper application details. It's for these 3 selected profiles, and there are some advanced options. You could say what you want to include. Do you want all the information? And I wouldn't even piddle with this. I would just let it go. You want to say create. And so you create that report. You name it. I'm going to say ASGS South. You can name it whatever you want because it's only going to save it to your computer and into your queue as whoever you're logged in as. So it says report request was successful. They may send you an email and says that you got this report request that is preparing and loading and whatever, but I don't remember if it goes with everything. So then you go to downloads. So that's right across the top. You got list builder, reports, downloads. When you get to downloads, this is where you're going to be able to download to see exactly what it is that you requested. So download is going to download it. And I happen to have a download for my PDF files. They come directly to my computer. They open up in my computer. So this is a combined file. This is what it looks like. It throws all 3 girls, Evangeline, that was EO. Here's Evangeline still, Evangeline, and Eunice. So you're going to have all 3 of the girls we just selected, and that's all you're going to have in it is the 3 girls we selected. And it's going to be in a combined file. If we go back, let's go back to reports, and instead, let's say we want an individual file. I'll show you what that looks like. Same thing, PDF. I don't think you could do CSV, but I don't think you want to do CSV. That's more for me to look at to try and find problems in large groups of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and create another one. Camper application details, ASGS, individual, just so I know which one it is. It's been submitted. You go to your downloads, camper application. It's not up here yet, so I'm going to go ahead and fetch it. Oh, there it is. And then what's going to happen here is it downloads to my lower left corner of my screen. And if I double click or click that file, what I can see is going to open it. It's a zip file, so it will want me to extract it. And if I want to save them, versus just sending the zip file to other people. But you can see the 3 are in here, and I'll go ahead. There's 1. So they're not combined anymore. They're just a single file. And let's go back to that. You can see there's 3 separate ones. So it's basically the same file, only it's showing it. And you can't see the top of my screen. Let me see if I can pull it down. Yeah. So it says extract, and it would walk you through, prompt you to extract and where you want to extract it to and all that. So that's how you get things out of a zip file too. I think that should answer your questions about how do you send documents. You can then take these documents and email them to somebody, so you don't have to print it out and then scan it back in. It's already taken care of for you. And this is probably the easiest way to do it as a group, a packet of information, is to have it come down either as the zip file or as I showed you in the other document here that I closed already, the camper application details. And this puts everything, makes it so they don't even have to unzip, right? So it's got all Alyssa, you can see the name up at the top, Evangeline, and then Eunice is in the last one, Eunice. So that may be your best solution, is to go with the combined and have that put in such a way that it's hard for them to not be able to do it. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks.